Good evening and welcome to Pep Girls Basketball. This evening from the Wausau East Gym with Chris Berge doing all the technical work. I'm George Ersch with the broadcast for you on Wausau Area Access Media. And we'll start out with the starting lineups. First of all, for West, the starting lineups are as follows for the Warriors. Brooke Schaefer, a junior. Alia Christensen, a junior. Paige Anderson, she wears number 13, a junior. Harper Mead, number 20, a junior. And Kelly Ray is their center at 6'2". Now for the Wausau East Lumberjacks, the home team. For Wausau East, Claire Cushman, a senior, wears number 3. Grayson Berger wears number 4, another senior. In fact, the starting 5 for East are all seniors. Olivia Schoeneman, Aisha Herrick, and Sydney Crawford round out the starting lineup for the Wausau East Lumberjacks. The host Jacks, coached by Jennifer Stout, and her two boys, Brandon Stout and David Stout, are the assistants. JV coaches are Felicia Schuster and Lizzie Zastro. For Wausau West, their coaching staff, Shannon Galligan, whose husband Pat was a varsity head coach here at West for years, and the assistant coach is Dave Klug. JV coaches Perry Waldvogel and Kylie Deaton. So we're set to go. West in their visiting dark blue uniforms, and East home with the red numbers, matching the school colors. A pretty nice crowd, especially here on the east side. They had a jamboree for the younger students here prior to the games, the JV game, which was won by West by a comfortable margin. So we're underneath on the play and the ball out of bounds. So after the opening tip, just underway from the east side gym, Wisconsin Valley Conference contest. Coming in West at 6-4 in the Valley, good enough for third place, 8-12 overall. Wausau East 2-8, 6-14 overall. West won the first encounter, 51-44 back on the 9th of January. West working around and off the board, missed shot, and the rebound comes out to the Lumberjacks as they go left to right as we take a look at things from up in the press box. And now we have a whistle, timeout. Jenny Stout calling the timeout for Wausau East.
30-second timeout, Wausau East Lumberjacks.
A 30-second timeout, I think, was the signal that they gave. East lost a tight one to Rapids, 56-54 Tuesday, this past Tuesday, whereas West easily defeated DC Everest. Believe it or not, DC Everest has not won a conference game. They're 3-18 overall, 0-10 in the conference. I don't remember ever having a team at Everest that wasn't better than that. But it's a ebb and flow of sports today in high schools. The program, some of them are getting better and some of them are going the other direction for a variety of reasons. Probably a good dissertation to work on, figure that one out. Well, East has the ball now, and they're going against a one-on-one. They get it inside. Oh, little miscommunication there and a turnover on the Lumberjacks. So it's West ball in the backcourt on the far side. West number 11 is Ayla Christensen. And she's working up off the dribble now to the right side, top of the circle. East also in a one-on-one. And I think we're going to have a foul on one of the Lumberjacks.
Her first, team second.
Second foul on East. And not a shooting foul. Inside, turn around, missed shot by number 4 for West. That was Kelly Cray. And the ball out of bounds off the rebound. So East now against full court pressure, one-on-one. They get the ball into the point guard for the Lumberjacks. And they go across the timeline, spread it out. Back out on top to Grayson Berger. She wears number 12, or number 4. And we have another whistle. And this time another foul, but this one is on Wausau West. And the foul is on Ayla Christensen, her first, team first. We are able to see the scoreboard. They've got the team starters listed with points and fouls, there. But we can't see all of the one for Wausau West, the visitor. We can see it all for the Lumberjacks. No score, just underway. 16:35 left here in this first half. Boys play 18-minute halves. Pass inside, missed shot, taken by Schoenemann. And West now will bring it down. And a steal, and getting it back. It looked like it might have been over and back on that one, but wasn't called. So West has it now. And they get it inside to Cray, and Cray off the boards. Kelly Cray at 6'2" has been their mainstay all year. Their leading scorer, rebounder, probably leader in a lot of respects. Now we have a change for East. Numbers 22, Sydney Crawford is coming in. Number 22. And I think Geneva Micklig also is in there now. We'll pick that up in a minute. Nasha Herrick is one of those that are on the bench now for East, as they have the ball down by a bucket here early in the crosstown rivalry. Pass inside, off the glass, a little hard, but East gets its own rebound. Over to Cushman, Claire Cushman. Cushman on the dribble, takes a three, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound East, and a foul on one of the Lumberjacks on the rebound. Second team foul. Well, that's their third now. That was a foul on one of the substitutes. Substitutes are not listed up there. They only have room for the five starters, so we'll try to pick that up as quickly as we can. I don't know what the call was, but it was against a positioning call, a holding call against one of the Warriors on offense. So back in for East, or in for the first time, is Tally Schlindwine. Schlindwine, a junior, wears number 1. East having trouble getting in and bounce. They finally get the Schlindwine back to Berger. Berger over on the far side of the teammate Schoenemann. Redwood out on top, comes up on top to set it up. Over the near side. Off the glass and down, and we're even at 2. First bucket for the Lumberjack. That was by Crawford, Sydney Crawford. Oh, a nice screen, but a foul before the shot. Wausau West set that up on the side very well, but they got the foul before the shot, so Another foul on East, and they've got 5 fouls already. Wow. Pass out on top. Into Cray. The lefty, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound East. I do expect a competitive game here tonight. As I said, West beat East over at West 51-44 about a month ago. West will put it in play underneath their own basket now. Tossing it in is Cray. Lobs it out on top to Paige Anderson. And back to Cray. Little turnaround. No. Rebound and a foul and a couple shots coming up. 2 shots now as going to the line for West, and I can't pick up the number. I'll get it for you. Looks like number 20, Harper Mead. And Mead's first free throw is long, no good. Well, we played over 3 minutes, and we're tied at 2. But it's not a defensive battle, folks. They've had opportunities. And she misses both free throws. West flips it out of bounds. It'll belong to East, I think. Oh, she gets another free throw. So there was a violation in the lane, apparently. Okay, we got three refs out there, so it's well covered. And her third one is good. So she got 1 out of 3, and West up 3-2. Inbounds pass. Back to their playmaker, point guard, Grayson Berger. All the way inside. And a foul. Berger went all the way to the basket that time. And she'll get a couple of free throws. And that's the first foul on number 23, Iris Waldvogel for the Warriors. West has already used 8 players. East has used at least 8 here in the opening minutes. Free throw is good. That's a bounce. Couple of changes West now. They have number 10, Brooke Schaefer back in there, and Stella Olson, a freshman. Stella Olson, a freshman, is in there for the Warriors. Second free throw attempt, also good. So a couple of free throws, and it's 4-3 East as West brings it up against the one-on-one. And a violation on Brooke Schaefer, the point guard for West. So a turnover on West. I'm trying to keep track of turnovers, and this is going to be totally unofficial because it's very hard to do. East doing a good job moving around outside. Here's the setup, a 3, and he hits. She hits.
Crawford for 3.
Again, I think that was Micklig, number 12. That's what I think. West missing inside. Going for the rebound, Berger came off her. It'll be West basketball, out of bounds underneath their own basket on the far side. East up by 4 now on that shot, 7-3. West moving around on the outside. Ayla Christensen loses a handle. Goes back to East, full court pressure again. You can see the lineup that East uses. They do a 1-2-2, and they get it back in the middle. And now that everybody gets back down and we're underway in the offensive end, and all the way down the lane, but missing the shot. Rebound, and a foul is called on one of the Warriors. No. Okay. Wrong call. They wouldn't give the ball to West if that were the case. So the Warriors now left to right. Out on top, double team the point guard. Now they double team. He's doing some double teaming. Cray gets it inside and in. That's going to be the challenge for the Lumberjacks, is Cray inside. She's got 4 points out of their 5. Oh, there's a steal. Turnover, West down the floor, all the way in. Number 13 missed the shot. Paige Anderson. East double team. Now they get it down in the corner, and a 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound comes back out to a teammate. Back to Schlindwein. Inside. Off the glass and in. Number 12. So a rebound basket on the offensive end for East. And it's now 9-5. Cray again. Off the glass and good. Not this was Cray. This was Anderson. Anderson with the basket. Paige Anderson, the junior, 5'11". West has the heights there on their roster down. East does not. East trying to get it inside, and they do. Now they do inside out. Up for a shot, off the back of the rim, and a foul. And the buzzer. Substitution. Some changes for both teams. Coming out for the East is Sydney Crawford. Now, East is playing a zone 2-2-1 because they know they've got to stop Cray. 3 missed. And quickly in the fourth court for East, Callie Schlindwein. And a foul on the Warriors, pushing foul. Tossing it in for the Lumberjacks, Grayson Berger. 4th team foul on the Warriors. East has 5. Pass inbounds to Sydney Crawford. No, Crawford's on the bench. I'm sorry. This is Ali Lissel-Gravemaid. And they just work it around the outside. Now inside, off the glass, and a foul on one of the Warriors. Shot missed by Berger, but she'll go to the line, shoot a couple of free throws, I believe. Nope. They say not a shooting foul. Okay. So it's 5 on West. Not a bonus. Pass inside, open with a pick for a 3, and she misses it. Goes out of bounds. That's the horn and another substitution. Ayla Christensen comes in. Ayla is a 5'9" junior. For the dark uniform Warriors. Pass in the corner, open for 3. The lefty misses a shot. And now we've got another foul. Wow. One thing I will say, that was Ayla Christensen with that shot. She'll go to the line, shoot 3 free throws. These two teams right now, and they've played about 6+ minutes. They have been aggressive. And with the aggressive play that they're showing on defense, they are going to get fouls. So this might come down to bench play at the end. Southpaw makes the first, makes the second. Ties the game at 9. Change for East. Sydney Crawford is back in there for East. And nice job on the free throws by Christensen. Good touch. Good form. East now against a one-on-one. Comes to the left side. Leaves it for Crawford. Crawford for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebound comes out to the Lumberjacks. Here's another shot. This one is good by Crawford. She got her own rebound and put the ball back up. And that was a three, so it's 12-10 now. Lumberjacks on top. Well, we've got another foul in here somehow or somewhere. Yep, a holding call. The refs are doing a good job. You know, you watch this and you say a lot of fouls. Well, both teams are very, very aggressive. And now for Wausau East, Kelly Schlindwein comes back in there. This is a free throw. And it's Schlindwein handling the ball for East now. Pivot dribble. Here's a three off the back of the rim. No good by Cushman. Rebound Warriors. They'll come bring it up with Christensen and Schaefer. Schaefer's number 10. Gray inside. Missed the shot. Rebound. Here comes the Lumberjacks now. All the way down. All the glass with the left hand and it went down. Cushman with the left hand for the senior. East back up by 4. Scoring picking up here. Ball off the missed shot. Out of bounds Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks number 10 is in there. Olivia Schoeneman. And for West, Stella Olson, and a freshman. So they got 10 and 20. Brooke Schaefer, Harper Mead. East is able to break it. And Schlindwein inside. And another foul. And I think this one's going to be on Brooke Schaefer. Right now.
Number 17-6.
Not a bonus yet. This is ball number 6. Next will be a bonus. East inbounds. Nice pass inside. And another foul. And you can see that one coming. She was double teamed in the lane. And 7 fouls now on the Warriors. First free throw coming and good.
Gray returns for the Warriors.
Number 4 coming in for West. That's Kelly Cray back in there. Schoeneman, second free throw coming up right now. Off the front of the rim, rebound comes out to East off the back of the rim and out of bounds now to West. So West has it down by 5. 15-10, 9:33 left first half. West handling the basketball. Ayla Christensen inside. Almost losing the handle, but getting it back was Brooke Schaefer. Pass underneath, stolen, another turnover. And this is Tally Schlindwein. Gives to Cushman. Cushman, pass inside. Oh, that almost looked like a foul. Off the glass, no good. And who gets the basketball? We've got a timeout. 8:58 left, first half. Warriors timeout. The score 15-10. Wausau East in the lead. And
candy, popcorn, Gatorade.
West led once at
Concession stand is great.
9-8, I believe. East was the first team to score. They were even at 2, and then East took a couple of point lead. Now they have their biggest of the night so far at 15-10.
When our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible.
Well, high school basketball now, folks. Commercials on a big screen.
We love seeing our kids share their new amazing confidence.
It's changed. I'll just leave it at that. It has changed. Revenue sources. Now they have commercials during timeouts just like anybody else. And it's okay, the WIAA was involved in that decision, so it's part of the deal, but only certain schools can afford it or, want to deal with it. Out on top, East after the timeout, all the way down the lane, up and in. Nice job by Cushman, Claire Cushman. She has a nice left-hand dribble that has bothered the Warriors so far. Cross court behind, down off the baseline pass. Now West swings it around. Here's a 3, and it's good. Kelly Gray, she's it for West right now. She came out from the low post to hit a 3. For East, 22, Sydney Crawford has the ball back. Pass inside. Nice job defensively getting back is Cray. These teams in the Valley, West at 6-4, East at 2-8. And when you look at West's record overall, their record is 8-12, but you can't really look at overall record in high school ball or most. Nice drive to the basket, and the shot was blocked. Brooke Schaefer tried to shoot over Cray, and Cray just put it down on the floor on her. So West has it back, down by 4. Now we've got a tie-up possession arrow goes to East. As I was saying, you can't look at that overall record because one high school team may play better competition because they want to get ready for tournament time or playoffs. The other team may need lesser competition so they can win some games or at least be competitive and build. So, there are different philosophies on that in college too, for that matter. Well, stoppage in play. It'll be inbounds underneath their own basket for the Lumberjacks. They run a play. They get the ball out to Crawford. Now to Ali Ellis Gravemaid. Shot inside, miss. Another foul. And it's a bonus. Okay, a foul is called on Cray, I believe. Yeah, that's her second foul. All right. So the Lumberjacks in the bonus, and she misses the first end. Christensen missing it. All the way down the floor. Turnover on West. Pass from Paige Anderson got awry. Past her teammate. Wasn't looking for it. Okay. East gets the ball in off the pressure. On the inbounds pass on the backcourt. They get it to Berger. Inside, easy bucket. Nice job. Cushman with a basket. All senior starting five for East. 3 seniors and 2 juniors for West starting. But they played off the bench a lot already, both teams. They're getting a lot of girls in there. There's a 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound comes out to Schlindwein on the missed shot by Anderson. Pass underneath. Oh, Schlindwein under the basket. Now, I think we're going to have another foul on one of the Warriors. Yep.
Her first, team 9.
First one on Harper Mead. She's 6 feet. 1-1, I think. First one's good. Crawford. Second attempt coming up. No good. Oh, it's tipped out of bounds. Belongs to West. Okay. Now East sets up a different defense. They are in a 2-2-1. Again, the role of this is to try and stop Cray, who's the Warriors' big threat. Oh, a nice rebound. The Warriors, nice rebound by Harper Mead, who was in there on the missed shot underneath and just put it back up and in. On the penetration, Crawford. Three-second call. Turnover. Don't hear those or see those much anymore at any level for that matter.
Evelyn Toby in for the Lumberjacks.
Schoeneman's back in there for East. Crosstown rivalry. These girls look forward to these games. Home and away every year. They play a lot with each other and quite a bit against each other. Here's a nice steal by Crawford, just timed it perfectly on the errant pass. All the way inside, left-hand layup. I don't think, this is Cushman again. Cushman's left-handed. I don't think the defenders have figured that out yet because she's been able to just go right by him. Here's a 3, no. Rebound off the floor. Couldn't handle it. Number 20 almost had the rebound. Mead. East now, right to left. They have a 7-point lead, 22-15. Here's another 3, in and out, no good. Quickly up the floor. Falling down in the process was Harper Mead. So this is Claire Cushman with the ball, gives it over to Schlindwein. Nice pass. Oh, missed shot. That number 11 for East. Evelyn Tomei. My goodness. She's a sophomore. But that was an open shot. A missed 3 here for West. She gets the rebound back and hits it. So give her 2 tries at 3. And Ella Christensen gets the 3. And we're back to a 4-point ball game now. East up 22-18, 4 minutes plus left in this first half. East setting it up. Taking their time. This is about as slow a play as I've seen here for a while. Here's a left-handed shot by Cushman. Little baby hook and uncontested error on West.
Gray goes in for the Warriors. Harry in for the Lumberjacks.
Gray's back in for West. Nyesha Herrick, a sophomore for East, is in there. One of their starters. Inbounds pass goes to Schlindwein. Over to the right side, hands to Berger. Berger on the dribble, and she's fouled. East is not afraid to go to the basket with their point guard or their guards. They just go the lane. They drive the lane, and so far it's worked. And they're doing it against a one-on-one. First free throw, in and out, no good. Coming in now for East is Claire Cushman. Her and Crawford are out beyond the free throw line for the Lumberjacks. This second one is good. So she gets 1 of 2, and the lead's back up to 4 for East. 3:30 left, first half. Well, East got a foul on a attempted steal. That's Crawford. She goes over to talk to the coaching staff.
This is great. Her second teammate.
Well, now they're calling it on
Returns to the floor.
Christensen instead.
Gray shooting the free throw.
No, Christensen's on. Kelly Cray, free throw, no. Rebound East. Missed the opportunity. Out on an outlet, Crawford is good. Well, East got behind the defense. Crawford with a layup.
This is great for 2.
That's what you can do when you can really see the floor well. Pass inside Cray underneath. And a chance for a three-point play now for Harper Mead, as she is fouled.
Her first team, 9.
9th foul on East.
For the Warriors.
Free throw no good. Rebound Cray no good. Rebound Cray no good. But she's fouled. That's Kelly Cray has to be among the better players in the Valley, I would think. I've only seen a few teams in the Valley play this year, probably less than that even. But she obviously is the one they're trying to stop. There's no doubt about it. She's 6'2", she's a senior, and she handles herself well. And she missed the second free throw. She did get 1 out of it. It goes to East. The battle for the rebound over here in the corner by the East bench. 3 officials here with all the fouls and turnovers are doing a really nice job. Well, that time, Ollie Listgrave made the girl for West put up her arms, come on around me, but she did, and she stepped out of bounds. Another turnover. Handling it, Kelly Cray out on top. She does it all. Now on a rotation, Iris Waldvogel. Waldvogel for 3. No, off the front of the rim. Rebound, yes. Offensive rebound for Mead. Harper Mead. Well, for a minute there was a little slow motion, but the East girl shot underneath was blocked, partially blocked, and West comes around with it, gets it to Cray, goes over to the near side for a 3, off the rim. Cray the rebound, loses it, picked up by a teammate, backpedaling on the dribble. Now they'll set. Number 10, Brooke Schaefer, underneath. Cray will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. East leading at 25-23. They led by as much as 5 at 15-10 here in this first half, but Cray again on the line and makes the first one. This one can tie it. Minute 54 left in the first half. Geneva Mitlig comes in for East, replacing Herrick. And we have a tie ball game. Christensen in for West. West likes that full court pressure, and it's man to man. East has been able to break it a few times, but once they get it in bounds and they get up the court, they are okay. Cushman now not sure what to do, so she tries to put up a shot and she'll go to the free throw line. Why not? They're getting it inside consistently. Paige Anderson picked up her second foul on that. Free throw good. We were hoping that this would be a competitive game, and it certainly has. It certainly has. Second one off the front of the rim. Rebound. Blocked. Okay, it's going to be West basketball. East made 1 or 2 there. So they lead by 1. 26-25 with a minute 34 left in the half. West can take the lead for the first time since early on, like 10-9 or something like that. Their last lead. Pass inside. Up and in. Paige Anderson. And West has the lead now. Didn't last long. Claire Crushman went down the floor and laid it up and in. They got the lead back. Pass inside. Nice move. Another basket for Anderson. Nice moves. Pivoting inside, getting the pass, and pivoting to the basket off the glass. So, 1 point ball game. West on top. Just inside a minute left first half. Pass in. And picked up by one of the Warriors. Offensive foul. The East girl fell down. And she got the offensive foul call on her competitor, her opponent. Christensen with the foul. Schlindwine comes back in there now for East. And they're contesting the inbounds pass, making the East girls work hard. And right now, all the way down the lane and missing the shot was Schlindwine. East now starting to miss. Off the glass, no. Rebound, East. At the buzzer, tied, no. East led by as much as 5, but at the half, the score here is West 29, East 28. And one factor I think I picked up toward the end of that first half, the strategy of West to pressure the guards, to get the ball up the court, make them work hard. They're starting to miss their layups. So I think that is working for Wausau West as a strategy. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back with a few of the stats for you and the beginning of the second half after this. We are back here. The buzzer sounded and we're ready to go with the second half. 29-28, West leading by 1. Scoring for East Claire Cushman with 12. Grayson Berger 3. Gravemaid 2 and Micklig 3 to lead their scoring. For West, more balanced. Paige Anderson 8. Harper Mead 7. Alia Christensen 6. And Kelly Cray has 8. So they've got 4 girls who have really contributed in the scoring. Now we start the second half with West with the basketball, up by 1, going right to left in front of their bench. That's how it works. And they got somebody alone open underneath. They turn it over. So East now has it. As I look at the first half, looking at the strategies and the players on the floor, West's strategy is to wear down the East ball handlers. And it showed up a little bit before the half. There's a 3. Nice job. Cushman. Claire Cushman showing a nice touch on that. She has 15 points now. She's got half of her team's points almost. Another turnover for West. East up by a pair. East strategy, they've got to stop Cray. However, Cray has had some help from her teammates. Here's a 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound on the missed shot by Berger. Rebound, Cray.
Mead for 2.
Well, that was Mead, Harper Mead. She's the other taller girl inside for West. She's done a nice job. Passing. Turnover. Game is tied, 31-31. Second half just underway. Used up about 2 minutes. Foul going to be on Wausau West.
Ayla Christensen, her 3rd.
Ayla Christensen, her 3rd. First foul, second half, either team.
Returning to the floor for the Lumberjacks.
First half, West had 12 fouls. East had 9. I can't see a couple numbers that might add to that, I'm not sure. Pass inside, ball tipped away, stolen. On the transition, West on the floor. Now they pull it back out on top to set it up with Schaefer, Brooke Schaefer. Has it back from Mead. Inside Cray. Cray is double teamed, and they pick her pocket this time, all the way down the floor and up and in. Nice job by Wausau East on the double team. Berger, Grayson Berger. And that time they double teamed Cray when they threw it inside, and they took advantage of it. Couple of changes for West. Micklig, Olsen, and Waldvogel are both in there now for West. A junior and a freshman. Harper Mead, number 20, is in there as well. And Cray. She's got the ball now. Cross pass across the lane. Back to her, and it's stolen away. So West has struggled with just hanging on the basketball here in the first part of the second half. Pass inside. Yeah. They called it. She did it. Took an extra step trying to set it up. In the block. West Down by a pair. West has been in some games and played really well. And then other games they call it what? Push off? The girls slid on the floor, but I think something else happened before that. Now the refs are gonna talk about it. And we got a foul on East, so okay.
Schlendwein, her first, team second.
Schlendwein, a junior. Tally Schlendwein, her second foul of the night. Second as a team in the second half, too. Here's a long three off the back of the rim. Cray has it taken away, misses the rebound. Outlet pass off the floor, picked up by nobody. Yet now East has it. Pass inside. Up for the layup and in. Basket by Grayson Berger. She was fouled. Try to duplicate that secret. Oh, wow. Somehow East kept it going down the floor and they got a layup out of it. And now a free throw. Chance for a three-point play. Both teams are playing hard and they are hustling. They really are. And the coaches are subbing a lot. Both teams. They're substituting a lot. Ayla Christensen comes back in for West. Grayson Berger on the line. And she makes it. So, East now back up by 5. I think that was their biggest lead in the first half at 15-10. They're back up 36-21 now, or 31, with 14 minutes left. Lots of time. Pass inside. Back out to Olsen. Olsen gets it over to Paige Anderson, to Christensen. Timeout West. Timeout on the floor.
Full timeout. Wausau West Warriors.
The Wisconsin Valley Conference really is two teams and then the rest. Stevens Point 10-0, 15-6 overall. Marshfield 9-1. They lost their matchup with Spash. They've got another one coming up yet this year, or this season. The Valley season ends on the 13th, next Tuesday. That's the last regular season game schedule. They'll play on the 17th, a non-conference game also. Wausau West at 6-4. Wisconsin Rapids 5-5. Merrill 3-6. East 2-8, and DC Everest winless in 10. Now West is 4-4 at home, 3-5 on the road. East, their 2 wins in the conference have been at home. But Merrill in there, with their 3-6 Valley record, they're 9-9 overall. Merrill plays a lot of schools that are in the Great Northern, like in Antigo, Rhinelander. Well, East and West do too, but that's the bulk of their schedule for them. Pass inside to Cray, back, went inside out, back out. On the drive, nope, pulling it back. Oh, got her open, easy 2. Nice job on the pass. Harper Mead, beautiful pass to Anderson for an easy layup. Here's a 3, long, no good, tipped back out. Saved by the Lumberjacks by the hustle. The hustle of Cushman. Ball out of bounds. Substitution.
Returns for the Lumberjacks.
Herrick. Nyasia Herrick. Number 20's in. She replaces Sydney Crawford. Pass inbounds. Penetration. Block shot. Cray. And she's fouled. That time the decision to try and shoot over Cray, no, don't bother, because she just put it right back down into her. That wasn't going anywhere. Kelly Cray is a complete player. And she's fouled. Number 20 for West. You watched it. Harper Mead missed a shot. Little turnaround off the glass. Got her own rebound, put it back in. Now she's got a chance for a three-point play. And trailing by 3. She can cut it to a pair. And it's going to be West ball on the rebound. West ball, they keep it. Actually, they didn't put that score up there until after that free throw. That's 2 points, so it's 36-35. West can take the lead. Cray has it. Out on top. This is Olsen, the freshman. Back out to Cray. Well, they run a little motion here now. Cross over to Olsen. Cray gets her own rebound.
Basket by Cray.
And West has the lead, 37-36. They led by 1 at the half. And we're at 12 minutes plus left. Pass inside. And a foul called on Cray. That's 3 of them on Kelly Cray. That could become a factor.
This is Green returning to the floor for the Lumberjacks.
Now, East lines up on the free throw lane extended for their inbounds pass here. So what they'll try to do is a couple of down picks or a cross pick to open up somebody. Brooke Schaefer back in for West. She'll be on the ball handler. Well, here's the break. She got the nice pass. Missed shot, but she's fouled. So it worked. That inbounds pass worked. Got somebody to go to the line for a couple of free throws.
Foul on Christensen, her 4th.
That's 4 fouls on Christensen. Wow. They're adding them up.
Cushman at the free throw line for the Lumberjacks.
They're adding them up. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the second half. First free throw is no good.
Waldvogel returns for the Warriors.
Iris Waldvogel comes back in for West. They just keep subbing a lot, keeping them fresh. Both teams playing hard. Both free throws missed. Rebound, no. Rebound again and another foul. Wow. East still has a chance to take the lead back after missing 2 free throws.
Foul on Schaefer, her 2nd. Mickling at the free throw line.
First one is no good. Now that's 3 in a row they've missed. That didn't even look good for them, for that matter. See what she does with the second one here. Cushman. Southpaw. Off the front of the rim. Rebound comes out to Grace Berger. Berger inside. And another foul. They're getting inside position. They're getting block shots. Basically because of their size, but they're getting the foul. They're going to the line again for a couple more. They missed 4 in a row.
And Mickling at the free throw line.
Now this is Micklig, Geneva Micklig on the line. Another southpaw. She makes the free throw. So now we're back at tied at 37.
Olivia Colwell into the game
Olivia Colwell coming in for West. She's coming in for Anderson, Paige Anderson. Second free throw also good. Nice touch on that. You knew they were going in as soon as she let them go. West down by 1 now. Up the field with the basketball field. Up the court. Brooke Schaefer. Pass over and what? Another turnover. The coach for Wausau West was an assistant coach for her husband, I believe, years ago, Pat, for the Warriors girls team. Here's a 3. That's not going to work. That was 3 taken by Cushman. Step back. Shot partially blocked. Rebound comes out to Mecklig. On the transition. Here's a 3. Off the glass. No good. Rebound comes out to East. Down the lane. Nice little layup. Nice job of ball handling by Cushman. Claire Cushman's having a night here. She's got 19 points out of the team's 40. Here's a long 3, and it's good. She looked at her teammates. I'm going to try it. Is that okay? And she hit it from way on top of the circle. We're tied at 40. Entertainment. Off the glass, no good. Another foul. Now going to the line for East. Again. Colwell picked up her first foul.
Mecklig at the free throw line.
Geneva Mecklig. First one is short. They have really been poor. Wow. I think they have 2 free throws in the last 9 East has made. At least 2 for 7, I know that. Just in the last minute. Well, she hits the second one. East back up by 1, 41-40. Almost losing it, but getting it back was Olivia Schoen. No, I'm sorry, wrong team. Brooke Schaefer. This is Cray. Cray down the lane, backs up, turn around, jump shot, no good. Rebound comes out to her teammate. Back out, another one, no time. This time no good. And it's going to be West out of bounds.
Anderson returning for the Warriors.
Paige Anderson comes back in for West. Colwell. Oh, nice pass. Beautiful play. Harper Mead. Layup. Baseline. 42-41 Warriors. Pass inside. East. Back out. A 3. No. Rebound. Ooh. I don't know what happened here, but it's going to be West basketball. That's the 5th foul on East. So West still not in a bonus yet. That was the 3rd foul on Schoenman. So, right to left, the Warriors in the dark uniforms. They are up by 1, 42-41. And they just threw it away. East has it back. The biggest lead that I'm cognizant of right now was 5, both times by East. Once in the first half, once in the second half. Oh. Number 3, that's Cushman. She got up late. And on the other end, on 5-on-4, West was able to score on a layup. So they have a 3-point lead now. I think that's their biggest. 3 or maybe 4-point lead for West on the night. They have it again right now. And a steal. But missing the shot. Oh. Classic mistake. Don't use the glass. She didn't use the glass and it didn't work. Wow. So East has the ball back. Huh. Full court pressure. That's what you would expect out of West. Now East is able to break the pressure, but they're going to they're going timeout. Okay, to the basket, but the shot is coming up short. It might be a little intimidation because the 2 taller girls on the floor are both for Wausau West. East does not have height really on their team. But timeout. We have I don't know, about 8 minutes left. I'll see when the clock switches over from the timeout measurement as they're running it down. I can give you the score, 44-41 West. It's a good game. It's been a good game. Head coach Jenny Stout with her 2 sons, one on each side of her in the huddle with her team. Family affair. Jenny's going to do a good job. I think I talked to some people coming in this evening that I've known for a long time and some that I just, haven't, and just curious about some of the things that are going on. The 2 East-West girls programs now have a lot of ownership because they have Felicia Schuster and Jenny Stout, who is Jenny Thomas, back. Perry Wallvogel's the JV coach at West, and Gallagher, she has been here for a long time. This is her home now, really, for sure. I mean, and there's ownership with the coaching staff, and just watching their little program for the girls as she makes the first free throw. Here at the East floor during halftime and before, they may 40 some girls out here. They're working on that elementary element, and that you have to have that. You have to have it. She makes them both a 1-point ball game. She was Berger, by the way. Grayson Berger. West with the ball now. Now we get another foul on East, but I don't think it's a bonus yet. Well, Chris, I was close. There's 8:08 left. I thought it was about 8 minutes. Felt like it.
Christensen returning to the floor for the Warriors.
Ayla Christensen, 5'9", coming in. East playing one-on-one now. Not sure what that was about. Okay, substitution. Talish Lindwine comes back in for East. She's one of their girls off the bench, a junior. Well, as a result of whatever happened, there's a free throw for West, and she hits the first one.
Schaefer at the free throw line.
This is Brooke Schaefer, 5'6" senior. All senior starting lineup for West. She made them both. Well, it's back to a 3-point game again. We wanted competitive basketball. That's what the girls want. That's what everybody wants, is competitive basketball. A chance to win when you take the floor. Here's a three. Hard off the glass. Rebound up and in. The ball came off the board right to Crawford, and Crawford just put it back up. Offensive board. Nothing there to stop her on that one. Pass inside to Cray. Off the glass, no good. Ball pulled out of there by East somehow. And off the ref, but it belongs to East in the back court. Inbounds pass. Tally Schleidman. Near side. Herrick. Three. Off the glass, but not in the bucket. Guess you'd call it an air ball, even if it's a glass, huh? Doesn't touch the basket. On the left-hand dribble, all the way in. Missed the shot. Rebound. East. I don't know how they came out of there with it, but they did. They're scrappy. Pass up ahead, no. Not a good decision. Taking a look at this now with 7 minutes left, okay? The strategy for West is wear East down. The strategy for East is to stop Cray. Well, they've stopped Cray, but some of her classmates have really come through for the Warriors to keep it close. Here's a three, and that's an air ball. So they had a horse apiece here.
Bentley back on the floor for the Lumberjacks.
Christensen back out there. Needed a breather. These girls out on the top for East, they need breathers because they have worked so hard, and that we'll see how they can hold on. That's really going to be a big part of the finish here. Where's the energy? Oh, Cray, a block shot, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about, that height advantage. In the corner, baseline, up and in. Apparently it didn't count. Whistled before that shot. Maybe she stepped out of bounds or something. Well, here come the Lumberjacks. Tally Schlindwine on the dribble, out on top. They rotate. Come to the near side. Underneath, another block shot. Belongs to West. See, if you watch this, East is doing a nice job getting inside, but they don't have the height to finish. They're either intimidated by the height or a block, or, maybe they're tired, whatever. It just isn't working enough to, for their effort. Because they're certainly trying hard, and they're doing a nice job of what they want to do. Here's Cray. I think she was fouled. Working to the basket. Kelly Cray will now go to the line on 1-on-1. Fouled by Herrick. Naisha Herrick. .23 coming in for East. Alilis Graveman made. Okay. Now they're going to clarify something. Oh, I think number 1 for East, Tally Schlindwine. I don't know if she had some blood on her or what, or something that they had to take care of, and she can't come back in yet.
Gray at the free throw line for the Warriors.
Gray hits the free throw. Yeah, we're inside 5 minutes, or 6 minutes. 5:44 left. Gray got them both. All seniors for the Warriors. We'll see if that helps them out in the end. A double dribble. They called a double dribble. Remember those? Not called very often, but they called it. That could be a big turnover for East, though. They're down by 3, giving up the basketball. I don't think West is led by more than 3. Maybe 4 at the most. Brooke Schaefer. Over to Christensen. West has their seniors out there now. Down the lane. And a foul. Shooting will be Christensen. Callie Schlindwine, her second foul, so she's back in there now for them. Timeout. Lumberjacks. Full timeout. Okay. Full timeout. Second timeout and a half. So this is a good time for timeout for Wausau East. They are on the verge here of getting too far out of it. They're down by 3. They got free throws coming up for West. And the East guards are wearing down. And you can't blame them. They have played hard. They have played well. But they get inside and they just can't get it up over the tight defense and the height advantage of Wausau West.
That's responsible for everything from planning through design, construction, and commissioning. So that what was planned and promised up front is what's actually designed and built.
Okay, here we go. Not many West fans here. The East side is pretty good, actually. Although a number have left who had their little elementary school student here during halftime. They've decided it's getting close to bedtime for them. So that's part of the bleachers on the near side is emptying out. But not the student section and the adults. Right down in front of us. There's your 4-point lead. First time, I think, for West all night long. 49-45, 5:24 left in the game. Well, West beat East by 7, 51-44 at the West Fieldhouse a month ago. So that was a good game. But now they have their biggest lead of the night, 5-point lead. Driving down the lane, in the lane. Back to get it is Schlindwine. Schlindwine to Cushman. Cushman to Berger. Starters in there for East. This is Schlindwine. Here's a long 3 off the rim. Saved. But then tossed over the basket. It was saved beautifully by one of the Lumberjacks, but the gal that got the pass threw it over the basket. And now we're going to have a foul.
Foul on Berger, her 4th.
That's a foul on Berger. That's her
At the free throw line.
3rd. Schaefer on the line. Well, here we go. Wausau East on the free throw line. They made only 2 of 7 at one point. West on the free throw line now has made 6 in a row. Going for 7 in a row. And there is your difference in the game. Although she missed the second, her teammate gets the rebound, puts it in. Big rebound for Harper Mead. And now, with 4 minutes left, West is up by 8. And a steal. And a layup. Blocked. Foul coming up. Couple of free throws for Paige Anderson. Well, what's happening here in this part of this game was pretty predictable. If you miss that many free throws in a stretch where you have a chance to build some kind of lead, more than the 4 or 5 you had, you didn't do it. Now it's coming back to haunt you because West is doing exactly that. They're going to the line now because East is more tired than West. So it's a 10-point lead now, 55-45. All of a sudden, that's an off East. Things are not going well for the Lumberjacks. Again, they played hard. They stayed with them until the 4-minute mark. And then free throw, and layup. And all of a sudden they're down by 10. Well, we look at the two benches here, and you know they're talking strategy, but the biggest factor right now is fatigue, I think, for Wausau East. They work too hard, maybe not as much depth. And Wausau West has 5 seniors starting, so experience also plays a role in that. So West back out on the floor. They've got their starters: Schaefer, Christensen, Anderson, Mead, and Cray. They're 5 seniors. As they are in control now. East has Sydney Crawford, Alice Gravemaid, Cushman, Berger, and Schoenemann on the floor. There's a turnover. Well, East, you know, they have enough time. They just need to cash in on getting a little run here, getting some momentum going their way. Because old Mo has been with East or West for a while now, last couple of minutes. Here they work it around. Pass underneath. A foul. So that was a nice pass, the lead pass. A foul, and on the line now for East, Nasea Herrick, I believe.
Anderson, number 4.
Anderson got the foul for West. See, there you go. That has been the difference right there.
Christensen returns to the floor for the Warriors.
Second shot coming up. This one's good. So it's 1 out of 2. Now what? They took the basket away. Yep. Lane violation. They took the basket away. The Wausau East program went through a drought for a long time. And I don't, when I'm watching them here and I look at their record and I look at the bench, they're going to be okay. But again, it takes a while. And I can remember 2 or 3 years ago, the Wausau East team was celebrating because they had won a tournament game for the first time in 20 years. Just won a tournament game. Over Everest, I should add, over Everest. Well, Everest program right now is like, what happened? He says it back. Again, there's time. 2:40 left, but they got to score every time down now, pretty much. Sprinkle in a couple of threes. And West is playing a man right now, and they're doing a nice job of it. Whoa. Little turnaround twist. Sydney Crawford. I don't know how she did it, but she put it up and in. Now there's a foul out at center court on Gravemaid.
This is Gravemaid.
This is Gravemaid. She is
Harry returns to the floor for the Lumberjacks.
fouled out, I believe. Maybe not.
At the free throw line for the Warriors.
Now, here's where West can put it away because that's what they're going to do now. They're going to send them to the line. And Kelly Cray, I don't know statistically what she's done, but I know she's got a lot of free throws tonight. And she plays with a lot of confidence. You can tell that she just, okay, I'm going to put this in. Done it before. Referee's talking to one of the girls for East. That was the delay. Boy, she's got that down. Nice touch. Well, they're back up by 10. All the way down, and going to the line now is Berger, Grayson Berger.
Ball on Schaefer, third.
Well, Cray has 14 for West. Harper Mead has 15.
Berger shooting the free throws for the Lumberjacks.
Christensen, Ayla Christensen has 8. And Brooke Schaefer has 6. For East, Cushman has 19. And that's almost half of their points. Or more than a third, so. Timeout. 1:54 left. It's going to be the Warriors the way it looks. Moving on, that will move their record to 7-4 in the conference and 9-12 overall. Each team has one more conference game left. For East, they will drop to 2-9 in the conference and 6-15 overall. Now, I do not know. I know West is in Division I. I know that. But I don't know if East is in Division I or II in tournament play. And in high school basketball and other sports, everybody's in the tournament. There's no such thing as I have to get in the playoffs, with a record or whatever, or who's going to get in the playoffs. They all do, no matter what their regular season looks like. And West is able to just rotate. They spread it out, and they just take up, inside out with Cray in the middle, and they just pass it around. Nice job. Just a nice job for West. And you can't blame them for this. I mean, they don't necessarily need to score anymore. And if East can't have the ball, then, only thing East can do is foul them. And again, they got 5 seniors out there, so they've done it, they've practiced it, they've experienced it.
Christensen, the free throw line.
This is Ayla Christensen, and again, these girls know each other well. You know, they've played each other before and played with each other at times, probably somewhere along the line. Well, made one of two. So it's 57-47. You look back at this, I think it was 43-43. So West has outscored East like 14-4 in the last 3 minutes of this game. And most of those have been free throws. They've been free throws.
Ball on Herrick for fifth. Midwick returning to the game. Anderson and the free
Coming in
throw
for East is Geneva Micklig. Okay. Free throw missed. Doesn't really matter. Verified thoughts. Wausau East population, they are in Division II in the tournaments. So these two teams cannot meet in the tournaments because they're in different divisions. So this is their last meeting of the year. Here's a three off the back of the rim. Rebound East. Ball taken away. And Grayson Berger's on the floor. Number one, she's exhausted. Number two, she's got a little ankle sprain or something. Coach Stout comes out to walk her off. She's walking it off. She's getting a round of applause for a good reason. Grayson Berger played her heart out and played well. And so did Claire Cushman. Those two were under a lot of pressure the entire game from Wausau West. First free throw is good. Whistle, another substitution. Number two coming out for East, Haley Bass. Well, another discussion with the referees. Whether or not this substitution was legal by the book. So number two is going in instead. That's Haley Bass, a sophomore. We're down to 1:06 left. Both free throws good for Kelly Cray. Adds to her total. She now has 16. Claire Cushman with a foul. Claire has 19 points tonight. Just picked up her fourth foul. Yeah, both teams playing really hard. Just tough. But free throws down the stretch. East couldn't hit them at all for a while, and West has made, they're up by 15 points now, and at the 5-minute mark, it was like 3 or 5. They were down. And other than a couple of baskets, it's been free throws. So the final score doesn't indicate everything here tonight. Let's see if she can make a couple. Nope, off the front of the rim. Yeah, you could almost see this one happening, toward the end of the first half when they were just, their shots were being blocked, and what happened now, the free throws too short. The guards for East play so hard, and they are under so much pressure. That's an over and back, yep. That they just wear down. And the 5 seniors for West, and Kelly Cray inside controlling the boards on offense made the difference. Well, okay. There was this interception on an inbound pass. So West will spread it out. On the line, Evelyn Tome. I think. Oh, short. Oh, it's Christensen. That's right, the lefty. The left-hander. Should have known that. Okay. Final seconds. Here's a 3 off the back of the rim. West in the forecourt. No reason to foul, no reason to do anything right now. And that's the ball game. Well, Wisconsin Valley Conference girls basketball from the Wausau East field court. Wausau West comes out on top, 63-47. It was tight until about 4 minutes left when West took over with the experience, free throws, and depth. But it was a good game until that point. Well played on both teams in terms of effort and some interesting, entertaining basketball. For Chris Berge, our cameraman and tech person, I'm George Hirsch. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast of girls prep basketball from Wausau East here tonight on Wausau Area Access Media. Until next time, take care.